Hi, I'm Brenda Reese, transformational and forgiveness coach, coming to you today about talking about liberating your heart. Forgiveness liberates your heart. Have you ever thought about that? Forgiveness liberates your heart. What I hear most from clients and people when it comes to forgiveness is that they feel lighter, they feel freer, they feel more peace of mind and peace in their body. Because if you think about it, when we are going through life and we're acquiring all these things, these nigglies, right? We're sticking them like in a backpack, like we're wearing a backpack. And we know how heavy those backpacks can be. And so we're filling that up with all sorts of things. Now, sometimes we think we have cleared something, right? We think that, oh, I don't feel anger as much anymore about this. But really what's happened is it's like a rock that's fallen to the bottom of the backpack. And so it's still there, but it's kind of covered up on some things. Some things we do clear. But how do we know whether we have or not? So when it comes to liberating our heart, we want to be able to have a way to measure that. And so what I highly suggest is doing a forgiveness list. A forgiveness list helps us it's a living document that helps us to be able to gauge who am I still irritated at, and how much, and maybe I'm done with that feeling, situation, person. Oh no, this one I've got a lot to work on. So I suggest you can do it a couple ways. I have a forgiveness list that I'll post the link that you can get on my website. I have a forgiveness list that you can download. There's the other part is you can make a forgiveness list. So what you do is you take a piece of paper and you do 3 vertical columns, right? And so in the first one, you write the name of the person, the name or the situation of what's coming up for you. Who is it? Or a situation, so is it a mom or dad? Is it a spouse? Is it siblings? Is it your kids? Is it the neighbors? A lot of neighbor stuff going on. Is it the government, the IRS? Is it the president? It doesn't matter. And so you write that down. The second column, you want to write down what are some words that describe how you're feeling. Anger, sadness, regret, shame, whatever that is, disdain. Just write down some of those words in there that correlate to that person or situation. And then on the third column, you're going to write down a percentage, 0 to 100%. Where are you at in that feeling? If you stop when you're writing these feelings and you're letting them be there and you're breathing, right? How much of a percentage is it affecting your body? And it's so amazing when you actually sit with this and be able to feel it, because some of these things, like when you write down mom or dad, well, maybe it used to be a big charge, but you don't have so much of a charge anymore around that. So maybe it's only at 40%. Well, maybe the neighbor situation has really escalated and they're at 90%. They're taking up your peace of mind, 90%. Okay? So this is a really good way to gauge. It's like a barometer. It can go all the way back through childhood. Whatever and whoever comes to mind, it doesn't matter. Don't think about it. Just write it down, because if they're coming to mind, something's coming up around it. Okay? And then what you can do is then you can take that list and then you can decide, okay, who do I want to work on now? Who am I ready to forgive or not? Remember, yes, we can forgive anything because we don't want these hurts and these pains to define us or to keep us held back, because that's what happens. But what we want to do is also know when it's time to forgive. So take a look at that list and see who comes forth and with the most, or who you're ready to forgive. Maybe it's a lesser charge and you just want to, I'm going to start here. And then you can take some action steps towards that in your forgiveness process. So I hope this helps, and let me know in the comments how that goes, and I'll post a link for you for that forgiveness list if you want to download it. That gives you some suggestions and just gives you a little form, which makes it easier sometimes. All right. Happy forgiving.